Hi, my name is Colin and I'm the founder of Dropboard, and today I'm going to be talking about the Dropboard business plan and how it's going to make your life better. First thing I want to talk about is custom fields. Click on settings and then go to custom fields on the left. In Dropboard Starter, the application will collect name, email address, resume, and an optional cover letter or introduction. Now with Dropboard Business, you can customize that application to suit your needs. So let's add a couple fields here. First thing I want to do actually is just create a candidate reference field. I'm going to call this reference. I'm going to make it required. Then I want to ask for their availability. So I'm going to use a multi-select for this option so that they can choose as many as they want. And I'm going to put in the days of the week, one on each line. Let's take a look at what a single select option looks like. In this case, I want to ask them how many years experience do they have. And then on my one option on each line, less than 1 year, 1 to 3, 4 to 6, or more than 6 years. With the short answer and long answer fields, these are text boxes. So the short answer is a single line text box and the long answer is a multi-line text box. And in this one, I want to say, tell us something interesting about yourself. With these two fields, you can help the candidate even further by giving them a hint or some sample input that will go in the placeholder part of the text box. So I'm going to put something there and then hit done here. Now to preview my form, I'm going to come up here to the right, click on preview, and then I'm going to click on any of my jobs. And this is going to enter design mode. So anything you submit here won't actually be submitted as an application. It's just going to be to show you how the form's going to look. So I can scroll down and I can see my custom fields right here in the application panel. And I can even try to submit it to see how the required field and validation is going to work. So let's go back in there and let's tweak this a little bit further. So I want to add a little context to that availability question. So I'm going to have another field here and I'm going to choose the paragraph option. And I can give it an optional headline like availability disclaimer. And then I'm just going to put a little information about that question. And then I'm going to drag it up to be in front of the availability question. So you can drag and reorder these however you like, delete and edit them. So then let's go back to preview our form. And you can see the availability disclaimer right above that field really helps give context to that question and breaks up the form a little bit. Once you get this working exactly the way you want, you can hit publish and all of your changes will go live. Now remember, whenever you publish Dropboard changes, it's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes before it shows up in your website, and that's because we aggressively cache content so that your pages load as fast as they can. So now I'm on the live site and I'm going to apply for one of these jobs. I'll choose a couple of days for my availability. I'll choose my years of experience. And then I'll drop in some notes about how I used to play the piano. Submit my application. Great, we're submitted. And now we can go check our email and see what we get. So this email just arrived in my inbox for this application, so I can see all of their existing content like before, but now also with the custom fields that we've put in here. It makes it very, very easy to qualify these candidates. And if you want to engage them, just hit reply. The next thing I want to talk about is the candidate database. So we're going to go back into our settings here and click on Manage Jobs. And then the Dropboard dashboard will open up. This is also available to you in your Wix dashboard. So we're going to go over to the menu and click on candidates, and we're going to see all the candidates who've submitted jobs that I've posted. Candidate database is where you can search, sort, filter, and review all the candidates that have ever submitted jobs. Right now we're sorted by the applied date. I can sort by their email address or by the job or by their name. I can run a quick search on this. I can filter jobs or locations. And then all of my custom fields are actually available to me on the right-hand side. So everything I ever collected, I can view very quickly and review these candidates. And then a really great thing is at the end of the day, if I need to export these to a spreadsheet, I can do so like this and open up my spreadsheet software and see all my candidates here, including their custom fields. Dropboard integrates with Wix automations on all of our plans, but in the Dropboard business plans, things get a little more interesting. So you can create an automation, start from scratch, and let's say whenever a new candidate applies in Dropboard, you want to do some sort of action like send an email or update Google Sheets. With all those custom fields that you've created, that payload data will be included in the action for every candidate that submits. So in addition to having name, email address, resume, and all of the things that come with the application natively, you also are going to get those custom fields. To make the best use of that, whenever you're editing your custom fields, this is a good reason why you might want to label your custom field something specific. So for instance, in the availability field that I have here, right now it just says field 2, but you're probably going to want to change this to availability. And that's going to show up in that payload data for that Wix automation. So it's a bit of an advanced feature, but it's very, very powerful. Another great feature that's great if you have a lot of jobs in your company, click on Features here on the left and check the box for Job Search and Location Filtering. And you'll see this show up right away to see a preview of what it's going to look like. And if we hit the preview button over here, we can interact with it. With this feature, candidates can see a drop-down autocomplete with all the jobs that are listed on your page, and they can search the description and the title. And it happens immediately, so it's an instant search. They can also filter by location to find the jobs nearest them. And this is just the beginning for Dropboard Business. Dropboard is getting better every day, and we routinely add features to our plans based on our customer feedback, so we'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for checking out Dropboard, and we hope that we can make your hiring process more efficient and successful.